recent times, Kolkata has seen a rise in a lot of premium bookstores. So, I'm going to give you my review on which bookstores I think are the best based on pricing, discounts, ambience, whether it's Instagram worthy, the quality of books, and things like that. First store we will be talking about is Crosswords. Now, Crosswords in Kolkata is present at three locations: CC2, Acropolis Mall, and South City Mall. So, they have offers like buy two get one. They also have specific discounts like ranging from 10% to 75% during festivals and other events like some author's birthday or things like that. Personally, I have been to one Crossword store at CC2. I thought it was fine. When I went, there were no discounts, nothing of some sort. The staff were all right, I would say, because I was just there to look again. I was not there to specifically buy something. But I felt the collection was fine. You will find popular fiction books at maybe you might get some discount. I didn't. But I think it's a fair store. You can definitely check it out. The aesthetics are good. The next bookstore on our list is Star Mart. In Kolkata, it is present in 5 different locations: CC1, CC2, South City Mall, Quest Mall, and Mani Square Mall. I have personally not visited it, but I have seen reviews and heard from my friends. It's quite good. You can go there. They offer seasonal discounts. For example, in Christmas, I think they had a 60% off going on, selected titles only going on. So you can check that out. The next bookstore on my list is Oxford Bookstore. It's located in Park Street. It offers discounts like 10% off on Janmashtami. They also celebrated Sudha Murthy's birthday by giving 15% off on, I think, her books specifically. Also, it's quite a big bookstore, so it offers quite a lot of variety. So I think you should definitely check that out. Flipkart. It's a trusted e-commerce website, but really, is it? Flipkart has seen a rise in the number of books which are sold that are pirated, or I think they're even second hand. For example, this Sally Rooney book combo for $4.55 for 3 books. It's a deal too good to be true, right? Well then, it's pirated. It's definitely pirated. I will talk about why you should not buy pirated books and why you should actually consider it even towards the end of the video, so keep watching for that. But also, if you're planning to buy from Flipkart, for instance, you don't have other options, I will say that you check for assured Flipkart assured sellers and look for the amount of time that they have been selling on Flipkart. It's a dead giveaway, and you should also check out the ratings. So I will be attaching a picture here. You can see, for instance, this is good. This is something you should look for. Let us talk about Meesho and why we even are talking about Meesho in a book related video. Well, as you can see here, the ACOTAR series, A Coat of Thorns and Roses, is for 802 rupees here for 5 books. That's crazy, right? Well, again, it's pirated. But the deal, it's very good. Should you actually buy it? If you're not a book collector, you might even consider it because you can read it. It's the same content, right? Well, what are pirated books? Well, I have a pirated book with me right here. So pirated books are basically cheap copies of original books that violate the rights of the authors and publishers. Now, why this agitates me is because an author spends years and years writing one single book. I have heard people write a book, New York Times bestseller, for 13 years of their life. So really, you're just taking 13 years of someone's life and vanishing that into nothing. So what's the dead giveaway that this is a pirated book? Well, the cover is definitely going to be different. As you can see, this seems too small. If you actually compare it with the original book, which I'll put right here, this printing is small. You should check for this ISBN number in the back. The font, even that's a dead giveaway. And the alignment of the text inside. Oftentimes it's spaced right or left or other things like that. It's not centered. Also, if you're buying pirated copies online, it may have content missing. It may have pages missing even. So definitely not recommended. What you should do instead is you should go for second-hand books. Now, why are second-hand books better? I have a second-hand copy of A Walk to Remember right here. First things first, you want to look for logos like this and special markings and prices written over here. It's actually, I think, like a stamp kind of a thing, but this is a clear indication that it's an original book. Even if it looks very old, you can also get it at a very cheap price, a fraction of what the original price was. This reduces waste, promotes sustainability, and is good for the environment. So I think if you're an avid reader and you care about books, about fairness, you should definitely skip piracy and buy second-hand books. When we talk about Amazon, that is where I buy books. I want to talk about a few sellers that you should look out for, and you should preferably buy from them. So there's YouRead Store, there's Coco Blue Retail, and there's Amazing Buy. Don't worry, I'll list them here. But why you should buy from them is that YouRead Store actually offers buy 3 get 3% off. So you get 3% extra off. Coco Blue Retail offers you buy 3 get 3%, buy 4 get 4%, and buy 5 get 5% off. These are quite good discounts, and you should definitely buy from sellers that are Amazon fulfilled, and they have a long record since then. They have good ratings on the Amazon website, particularly the sellers, not the books. You should look for seller ratings and not the book ratings. Is buying from Amazon a bad idea? Well, let's talk about it. So a lot of independent bookstores, they cannot price match what Amazon is offering, right? Well, what Amazon is offering you, it can offer you because it has a monopoly over the market. It has control over pricing, visibility, and I will say even the book you read, the book that is promoted or even published. So which means that you cannot actually see some underrated authors on there or find their books there. Now also there comes the fact that they create a lot of waste by packaging and things like that, but also they have worked on that. So I think we can skip that point for now, because now they send you books in a thin paper bag, which is good for the environment. But also we have to take in mind the worker treatments, how they treat their workers. Let's talk about College Street, or the Boipara as we like to call it. Wide selection, low prices. But the last time I personally went to College Street, I had faced a few problems. For instance, almost every book from the second-hand bookstores, it was pirated. Which means that it takes me back to, why should I not sit at home and order from Flipkart? If it's pirated and I do not care about sustainability or anything like that, I should not go out there and visit it, right? Also, what comes to my mind is that customer support. You are practically pressured to buy a book at the price they demand. You have to have very good bargaining skills, or if they ask for 300, you're paying 300. That's not good. Now, why I would personally still consider going there is you can find many rare pieces, which means pieces that are not available on Amazon, Flipkart, or other websites. You can simply go to Boipara. You have to look a little hard, of course, but I think you'll find it. Also, you can find used books. You just have to dig a little harder. You have to look at many bookstores. You have to understand what is pirated, what is not pirated, differentiate between them, and then get it. If you have time off, you want to be surrounded by amazing books, definitely go have a visit.